It was another hugely successful open day at Moorepark in July this year, with the theme of Innovating for the Future showcasing the latest technology and insights into Irish dairy farming. So James Dunne and I used the opportunity to speak to a number of farmers in attendance to find out what they thought of the day and how their farming year has been. But first we'll hear from Denis Drennan of the ICMSA, IFA's Francie Gorman and Minister for Agriculture Martin Heydon.
It's engaging with farmers, it's getting to meet people and talk to them on their own particular viewpoints, and a lot of people with a lot of views, so that's a great opportunity for me to get out and about, and delighted to be able to do that here today.
And if you were to sum up 2025 as a farming year so far, how's it been?
If every year could be like 2025, I'd be a happy Minister for Agriculture in terms of crops, weather, income. We've come through some really challenging years, so this has been a year where farmers have got a bit of a rub of the green in terms of the things we don't control, and in terms of the things we do control, we continue to work on them as hard as we can.
And the future dairy farming in Ireland, what would you say to our listeners?
Yeah, look, we have amazing people here who are doing phenomenal work, producing top quality produce, 85% of which we export all around the world, that's trusted at home and abroad, and I want to continue to support them in that work while we meet all the challenges that we face at the same time.
Here were Francie Gorman's thoughts.
Farmers have done absolutely everything I think that has been asked of them in terms of showing good cause and trying to adopt the measures on farm, and I think that it's important that we all stick together and that we have a plan that's backed right from the very top of government down to farm level and everyone in between, and we try and get behind it and ensure we deliver the derogation next January.
Very good. And any particular highlights from what you saw coming down through the villages and the main boards?
Well, I suppose for me the highlight of the day was actually seeing how many young people are knocking around here today, and I think it bodes well for the future of the dairy industry, that they're at an event like this and they want to take on as much information as they can, and that generation will adopt best practice and they'll adopt the newest technologies available to them. So I think for me that was the highlight today, and met a good few going around, which is good from my point of view as well.
And how's farming going for yourself this year?
Well, I do very little farming now at the moment, but from back home we were beef and sheep farmers. It's been a really good year. Prices have been good for both cattle and sheep. The weather has been almost on demand, like since last October, which goes to show you can have all the variables you like, but when you get good weather, what a difference it makes. So all in all, good year. But I would be concerned if there was an area I'd be concerned about, and we've made this point time and time again to the Minister. The tillage sector is very challenged at the minute, and I think that's a sector that's going to need the level of help that was there in previous years going forward. If not, we're not going to have that sector in the volume or the numbers we have at present, and farmers will walk away from it because the margin's not there if they're not helped.
And this was Denis Drennan from the ICMSA.
Very informative staff on all the stands, so no matter whether it was solar, cash flow, whatever you wanted to talk about today, there was somebody here with the correct answers, and not a big queue to get to those people. There's such a huge number of people here to facilitate and help people who came here. It was fantastically well run.
Any particular highlights or any kind of take-home messages for yourself?
I think it's one of the conversations I've had with a couple of people as I went through today, like that, we've had a couple of, this is a much better year than last year. Okay, we've a lot of bills to pay since the past 2 years have been so bad, but I think one of the standout ones on one of the boards was like, don't start doing things out of cash flow. It can come back to bite you. We're not sure where milk price is going to be in 6 months time or 12 months time. It's looking positive and we're hoping it's going to stay positive, but you never know what's around the corner. So do financial planning correctly. Don't use cash flow as an easy way of doing things, quick way of doing things. It could come back to bite you, and I think that's the lesson we've learned from previous good years.
And come here, 2025 as a year so far, how would you sum it up?
Well, I think it's a welcome break from unusual growing seasons and really crazy weather patterns that we've actually almost have had a textbook spring so far. The grass has come early, the cows have been out, grazing conditions have been exceptional, clean out in paddocks has been brilliant. A little bit of drought on the fringes. We're kind of living on teetering on the edges in certain parts of the country, especially in the southeast where I'm from, and we could do the drop rain over there, so if there's too much of it in the west, they can send it over to us and we'll gladly take it off them. Let's
get some of the thoughts now from the farmers in attendance.
Gda Young and just outside Mullingar. Yeah, it's a great day. It's loads of information. No one's trying to sell you anything, so it's a good day, really good day, yeah.
And any particular take-home messages from the day?
Yeah, costs. Try and keep on top of costs, because that's taking away all our profit.
How are you going to do that in your own farm?
More reliance on grass. We're reduced our stocking rate a bit this year in the milking platform, and it's been a really good growing year, which has helped massively, so we're getting more grass into the cows.
You mentioned it there, but 2025 as a year, going good so far?
Yeah, it's going really well. It's last year was really tough with us. Weather was rubbish, and we didn't grow much grass, and what we did grow didn't seem to perform at all with the cows. We had very, very poor production last year, and we fed more meal to try and compensate, which didn't really work.
My name is Ruth Downey and I'm farming in Golden, just outside Cahal in Tipperary.
Yeah, I'm Caroline Hanrahan and I'm farming with my husband George near Ballyhooly in County Cork.
Any particular highlights?
It was the breeding when we came in, and just the way the EBI and the changes that are going on with ICBF. That's all very interesting, and the way of the sex semen and the statistics that were there. I couldn't believe there was only since 21 that it's the sex semen has taken off. So in the last 4 years there's been huge changes.
So how's the farming year going for you in general?
The grass is kind of does a pinch point again now at the moment. We're just finding the weather is we haven't got as much rain. We're down here near Moorepark. We're just out near Ballyhooly, and just finding getting that bit tight in grass again. So we just have to reassess it again, and but hopefully the rain will come again. But it's been a very good year. Milk price is good, calf prices are good. So yeah, can't complain. Sun is shining and lots of information to be learnt.
Yeah, we're similar, quite dry, so we got 4 mils one day that we weren't expecting, which was a bonus. But yeah, just keep walking it, and yeah, good year, like Caroline said, by comparison to last spring. So price is good on the milk and the calves, so we're happy.
My name is Doma Manny. I'm based in Drummerleek in West Cork. It's going great. The sun is out, and a lot of stands to see, and a lot of things learnt.
Any particular highlights from the day?
The highlights, I suppose, the forums there at the start. That was a new from previous events. I thought it was very good. The question and answer forums during the middle of the day, learning about cost control and about basically sticking to the basics was the main message from what I've learnt here, not to go off. This is a good year, weather, price, and not to go mad spending in the back end of the year.
And how has 2025 been for you so far?
This is probably one of the best where I come from down in West Cork. This probably have been one of the best years in my farming career. Very good weather in the spring. The rain came at the right time. Milk price an all-time high. Beef prices an all-time high. So we have very little to complain about, unfortunately.
David Gannon is my name. I'm from just outside Loughrea in County Galway. The introductory boards were very good. I mean, the simple things again that are making money and controlling costs, and I suppose it was very interesting to see how costs have increased so much and how the margin dropped so tight after such a good year in 22. The 23 was so volatile, that you really have to keep control of it. And then in the breeding technology, the oocytes out of heifers, the 2 months old and stuff, it was fascinating stuff really, the direction of travel and what's available to do now, and the effect of the genotyping, and what technology is there and going to be there in the future is fascinating stuff.
And come here, 2025 as a year so far, how has it been to you? Good farming year?
Oh, sure, it's the best year so far. It is, we've been spoiled with it really, but sure, you're not going to complain about it. We've had a tough last 2 years, but it seems to be all lining up pretty well this year. We've had great spring, cows are in great order, grazing's gone very well. We haven't really hit any blip. There was I wouldn't even call it any kind of a dry patch earlier on, but we recovered very well out of it, and cows are milking very well, and it's actually just very enjoyable farming this year. Everyone seems to be in a good mood, and everyone's very positive. Even here today, there's a great positivity and great optimism about it,
Eddie O'Donnell from Golden in Tipperary.
I'm Maeve O'Donnell. I'm Eddie O'Donnell.
And what did you like about today, Eddie?
I liked that I got to play the tractor game and welding game.
And is there any particular tractor that is your favourite tractor? Have you a particular make you like?
Black John Deere.
Oh, Black John Deere. That's a special edition.
Premium price.
And who have we here?
Myrna O'Donnell.
And Myrn, what did you take from the day? What did you enjoy the most?
I don't know. I liked looking around at all the stands, and I loved the grass demo because I like measuring grass. So that was very good.
Okay.
What age are you, Myrn?
12.
12, and you love measuring grass?
Fair play to you.
So how's your day going so far?
It's been a great day, in fairness. Loads of information. I just try and take it all in and have a look over the booklet, I suppose, over the next few days, even soak in more. But a great day so far, yeah.
And come here, any particular highlights or anything that stood out for you during the day?
Sure, you always look at the grass demo, I suppose, but even before that, there today, the bales of silage and a ton of nuts and a ton of grass or whatever, all stacked up together and show the money in front of it. It really hits home the figures if you can, how to do it efficiently, like, what a cow needs, like, so that and all the stands down along, sure, there's loads of information there, and even the biodiversity there in the middle that you can walk through and see the different plants and what you can do on farm to improve that. It's loads to be seen, and if you just put into practice at home, now is the thing, like,
And come here, 2025, how has it been so far?
Yeah, sure, it's been a very good year. I don't think any farmer could complain across any of the industry this year. From dairy has been very good, a strong, good calf price started off the year, cull cow price even, and milk price has been strong. Obviously costs have gone up, but there's still you'd imagine a very good margin there this year for farmers, and the weather has played ball, the rain has come at the right time and stuff, and we've got a good spring, and it's been good on stock, like, so it's a great year so far. And going well in the hurling, so it always helps as well.
My name is Christopher Cahal. I'm a Cavan man originally, but farming in County Westmeath in a share farming dairy partnership. I think today has been brilliant so far. I think the initial 4 boards identifying the great opportunities for the industry for the next couple of years was a great start to the day. A lot of information in the boards as we were walking around, some new information, some reiteration, things we should know and should do better, and yeah, it's been good.
And come here, particular highlights, if you were to take 1 or 2 things from the day, what would they be?
I think the opportunities regarding clover, we all know it's an established item so far on farms, but I think the greater opportunities we can get through that and reduction in chemical nitrogen. I know ourselves, we've definitely dabbled in red clover, but when you see the swords on display here, I think there's some fantastic opportunities there in reducing chemical nitrogen.
And come here, 2025 year so far, how has it been?
I mean, if we could describe the perfect farming year, 2025 is as close to it as we've gotten a long time. Spring was good, got cows out early, they peaked quite well. Grass has been growing very, very consistently the whole year. I suppose the abundance of grass around has created challenges, but it's I suppose not a bad complaint. We've been able to fill the silage pits, extra bales in the yard, build up a fodder reserve, and at the same time keep plenty of good quality grass in front of the stock. So no, it's been good.
That's all from this bonus episode of The Dairy Edge, and our thanks to the farmers who spoke to us and to everyone for joining us at the open day in Moorepark. The Dairy Edge will be back in a few days' time with its usual insights and information on Irish dairying, so do join us then, and don't forget to listen and follow on Apple, Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Stuart Childs, and join us next time for your Dairy Edge.